There's so much random stuff I want to talk about. Like, I just opened the blinds and seeing all this dust around the window. And before we went on our trip, I was like, with my wife, she was like, we're going to clean up the house. She does a mop, this, sweep, this, that. So when we come back, we ain't got to do much of nothing. When we came back, it looked like the house was open. Dust here, dust there. Except for the plants, they were like real vibrant. But the point of this message is there's no point. There's always a message in here, and it's you just never know. If you stick around, you hear it, something you could take back with you in your life, but there's always some type of knowledge being passed on. Because this box of thoughts up here is always thinking of something. So we came back from Colombia yesterday, and it seemed like what was forever to make it home. We had to go here, we had to go do TSA or Border Patrol coming back in, which we didn't have to go through that going through Bahamas, but we came through that. So it was a whole different side of the airport that we never seen before in Houston. And it was so vibrant and it was a thing. Then we had to wait for the shuttle. Then we got on the shuttle bus. Come and find out it was the wrong shuttle bus. It was going to the same place, but it's in the wrong part of the shuttle parking lot it was going to. So we was on bus 1. We had to be on bus 2. So we got on that. Then we had to let a few people go before us because we was traveling a family of 5, and we all had 3 luggages and this and that. So it would take up the whole bus pretty much. So we ended up getting a cool dude, and I spoke it into existence, and I said, "Oh, we're gonna get a whole bus for ourselves." And then that happened, and my daughter saw that play out, and she was like, "Oh my gosh, Dad, you manifested that." And I'm just like in my head, like, yeah, low key did. But yeah, when you follow in the Lord, He does stuff like that, and for that moment to play out, it was it was amazing. Excuse me, it was amazing because you just never know what you say. That's why you always got to be on guard with what you say sometimes, and it's a reflection of Christ because that played out and God opened both our eyes because I was like, yeah, you're right, that did happen. But then at the same time, she was able to see, like the power of prayer and how when I serve God and she asked me, why you always, you a little godly father and you always this and you don't listen to certain type of music and you watch what you're mindful of what you think. And a lot of times she comes and she tell me, and I see what she means because it's like, I gave my life to Christ. I turn away from all my sinful ways. You still battle with certain things, but for the most part, what keeps you going and motivated to stay on the right path and live a righteous life is knowing that God saves you from something that you couldn't fight on your own and you couldn't put down on your own, and He helped you. So why would I go back to that? And plus, that lifestyle that I was living, doing what I want, wasn't fulfilling to me. It wasn't helping me to be content. None of that. I was always ending up empty, alone, and feeling like down and depressed or whatever. But yeah, the message of